Good evening again, and welcome to the 2011 Westmont Community Awards Center. Again, we are so pleased to have everybody here tonight. We have a tremendous turnout, and we have a lot of great individuals to recognize here this evening, so let's get our program started. I'll begin by introducing our president of the Westmont Chamber, Mr. David LaBrash of the Clarendon Hills Bank. David?
Okay, to get started, what I'd like to do is have everybody stand up for a second. Stretch, wave your arms, you know, dance a little. All right, you know, I always wanted to do that, but now what I'd like you to do is give this guy a huge round of applause. This is the heart and soul of the Westmont Chamber. Okay, you can sit down now.
That's not in the script.
Thank you. You can sit down now. And if you do need to wave your arms, go ahead. Pardon? All right, let's get this rolling. At this time, the Chamber would like to recognize our one outgoing board member. The Chamber is grateful to this individual for sharing his time, knowledge, and skills and to help the Chamber succeed. All of his hard work and dedication and the success of the Chamber is greatly appreciated, his help in all of this. Mr. Mick Farrell came to the Chamber Board in 2004. He took an active role to enhance the Business Development and Growth Committee and volunteering his expertise to help counsel the Chamber Board and staff in legal matters. During his 6 years of service with the Westmont Chamber Board, Mick supported proactive membership programs and supported Chamber goals and objectives throughout. Mick, come on up. We've got a little present for you.
Thank you.
Come on over here.
Photo op.
Yeah. You want to say anything? Or?
Chamber is an outstanding group of people, and as Dave mentioned too, the heart and soul of it is Larry. I thought his predecessor did a great job. Larry, you're head and shoulders above everything else. It's a great group to work with, hardworking. Everybody thinks it through. Everybody works to one goal. And I really enjoyed the 6 years I spent. Best of luck in the future.
Thanks. The next recognition we'd like to make now is to a very important person. This person has served on the Chamber Board since 2006 and served as president in 2009 and 2010. She currently serves in the role of immediate past president on the Chamber Board, and as the current president, I must say she is a tough act to follow. She went to every event. She did, you know. Her deep-rooted passion for the village of Westmont, the time and effort she volunteers to support our business community through Chamber programs and services has been huge by any measuring stick. One of her key goals as Chamber President has been to foster ever-growing sense of teamwork within the village. And I must say, when I see how many volunteers working to accomplish the many things and great activities, the need for teamwork is critical to the success of Westmont. Lorraine Devericks, I'd like you to come up and accept the... Loved her gavel.
Can I get bang it one last time? I would just like to thank Larry also. Larry made my job easy. The whole board very easy to work with, the Village of Westmont, the special events, all the committees, and also the Auto Mile was a great success when we started out with. We didn't know if it would work or not, and it's been fantastic, and I thank the auto dealers for that. And to all the chamber members and all the businesses, thank you so much for supporting Westmont.
Okay, next I'd like to introduce Mr. Fred Kimball, who's going to do a presentation regarding the Westmont Auto Mile.
Thank you, Dave, and good evening. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present some very special recognition awards this evening here at this awards banquet. And in order to do this, I think we might say it's appropriate to set the stage by giving a little economic history delineation about how we came to the current state of affairs. Many of us are old enough to remember way back to 2002 when the economy was soaring, real estate prices were, leaping through hoops every year, and we all enjoyed the fact that our homes were growing in value, unemployment was low, consumer spending was at an all-time high, and people were buying new automobiles each and every year because they had support from the increasing equity in their homes. And then gradually, through about 2007, and I remember it very well, I think it was about May or June, July of 2008, we all woke up to the fact that we had a real estate bubble that just couldn't continue. We found out that the rapacious barons of Wall Street had done some unscrupulous things, that prudent mortgage lending practices had been out the window, and all of a sudden the real estate market collapsed virtually overnight. We saw a period of business contraction, unemployment rates soared, consumer spending plummeted, and business profits fell. This caused a corresponding decline in governmental revenues, reduction in government spending. There was little funding for quality of life activities. They were reduced or eliminated. And here locally, funding for events such as the Westmont 4th of July fireworks display, holidays, and other important community festivals was jeopardized. In the private sector, a few aggressive, forward-thinking, visionary businesses began to reinvest in their facilities for the future. In Westmont, some very good, well-managed auto dealers began to make investments in their facilities, and they simultaneously stepped forward to financially support the community by providing funding for community festivals and events. The mechanism for these Westmont auto dealers to make this show of community support was a unique public-private partnership created as the Westmont Auto Mile. And you see the banner to my left over here above the podium. The Westmont Auto Mile is a unique consortium of private businesses, local government entities, and 501c3 and C6 organizations who saw a common ground and decided to collaborate to fund activities which would prove to benefit them all. The participating auto dealers in the Westmont Auto Mile partnership are, in no particular order, Alpha Motors of Westmont, Laurel Audi in Westmont, Laurel BMW in Westmont, McGrath Acura of Westmont, McGrath Lexus of Westmont, Mercedes-Benz of Westmont, and Oak Brook Toyota Scion in Westmont. The public entities that are participants in this consortium are the Westmont Chamber of Commerce, the Westmont Special Events Corporation, the Village of Westmont, and the Westmont Park District. Now, to fund the Westmont Auto Mile, the Village of Westmont provided initial seed money contribution of $24,000 up front. Participating auto dealers each contribute $1,000 per month to this common fund. It was this fund that provided the necessary dollars to purchase fireworks and ensured that the 2010 4th of July celebration in Westmont continued uninterrupted as we had all hoped that it would. Contributions to other significant community events such as Holidays, the Taste of Westmont, the Red, White, and the Barbecue, and the Race to the Flag have also been provided by this entity. From May 23rd to June 4th of 2011, a portion of the WAMP funds will now be used to promote car sales specifically by funding the Westmont Auto Mile Cruise into Summer tent sale. Improved car sales helps the bottom line for car dealers, creates jobs, and generates more sales tax dollars for local government. These sales tax dollars provide revenues to support quality local services that Westmont residents deserve and have come to expect. Sales tax revenues pay police officers' salaries, provide public works services such as clean drinking water and winter snow plowing efforts, fire and paramedic emergency service, and contribute to an excellent overall quality of life and business climate in the great village of Westmont. In recognition of these outstanding auto dealers who continue to provide financial support for the community in which they have chosen to do business, the Westmont Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau is proud to present the following special awards of appreciation, and we'd like to call each one of the dealers and their representatives up for an individual presentation. So first, from Alpha Motors of Westmont is Jerry Arquines here this evening. Jerry, please come up.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for inviting me as a representative of Alpha Motors of Westmont. Secondly, take the time to thank City of Westmont for allowing us to be the only used car dealership in Westmont. Whether it was an accident or not, hey, thank you very much. As we know, creating jobs, contributing to the tax base, and playing our part in beautifying our location will always be the driving force for economic development. Speaking for the entire management and staff of Alpha Motors of Westmont, I'd like to say that we will continue to strive to make the city proud of our efforts and what we contribute now and in the future. I look forward to collaborating with our fellow businesses here in Westmont. We all know keeping dollars circulating in our community should be our #1 goal by doing business with local auto repair shops, local insurance companies, local new dealerships, local restaurants, and more. I would like to reiterate that this is my great pleasure to represent the City of Westmont in this capacity. Thank you again.
Our next participating dealer is Laurel Audi in Westmont, and I think I saw Ozzie Halim earlier in the audience. Ozzie? Ozzie, I don't know if we're supposed to do this or not, but I understand that a slight name change may be in the offing for the dealership. Is that?
I'm telling everybody now? All right.
Here, let's go ahead and get a picture.
Actually, yeah, there is. Actually, the name change is just going to revolve from going to Audi Westmont. Manufacturers, although they don't actually own our businesses, they still have the right to tell us how to run it. So, and if you want to be able to get cars to sell, you got to listen to them. So, but no, we're going to go with the Audi Westmont. They're looking for, recognizing the brand and the location in your name, which kind of keeps it like crisp and clean. But actually, it's kind of exciting to be here. I've never been part of something like this, and being able to contribute to the village and become partners with a lot of you in here at some point, hopefully, is definitely a great opportunity for all of us. The only thing I want to say is, Mayor Ron, we went through a renovation last year. It took about 8 months, and phasing in and out of a renovation, I'll tell you, I never want to do it again. It's messy, it's not fun, but we managed to continue growing our business during the time. But whenever we needed to reach out to someone at the village, whether it was Larry or Fred or anybody on the team, I will tell you how responsive they were and how supportive they are. And I'll tell you, that's very respectable. So I just want to give you all a round of applause, actually, for whatever you've done. And lastly, Chief Mulhern and Chief Trout, your teams, the policemen, the firemen, whenever they've come by to visit for some reason or another, or any inspections, always first class, always. So thank you. Have a good night.
Our next award of appreciation is Laurel BMW in Westmont, and General Manager Pat Womack is here this evening.
Okay, I guess it's my turn now, huh? I'm going to be very brief. First of all, I guess I got to say that it's not very often that a car dealer gets a round of applause, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Larry had contacted me originally on this whole idea, and I think it was important that we give back to the community. Obviously, it's you that are spending your money at our dealerships and are helping us build these facilities and so on and so forth. If this thing with the city doesn't work out, Larry, obviously you have a job with us, because to get the car dealers to spend the money that we were spending at the time, which is the worst of our business in the last 25 years, he did some pretty good salesmanship, so you got to congratulate him. I wanted to thank you for the award. This is not what we do this for. Frankly, I don't think it's important for us to be in the limelight. I think it's more important that we were able to continue some of the events that the city was potentially going to lose, and that's what we're doing this for. So again, thank you very much for the recognition. We appreciate it very much.
Our next participating Westmont Auto Mile dealer is McGrath Acura of Westmont, and Keith Meal is here this evening.
I'm not good at speeches, but I found out about this last night. But I just want to thank the Westmont Chamber of Commerce on behalf of the McGrath family. We've been here since 2001. I've been with the company since 1998, and obviously seen Westmont grow and seeing a lot of new businesses. Obviously, a lot of the dealerships doing really well. I mean, obviously through the bad times, but no, thanks again for the recognition, and again. Thanks to everybody else here. Thank you.
And unfortunately, bad news, I think our next representatives of McGrath Lexus of Westmont both were out of town this evening and can't be here tonight, but let's give them a round of applause in absentia. And then we have with us tonight to recognize Mercedes-Benz of Westmont, Mr. Mike Moran.
So on behalf of Mercedes-Benz of Westmont, I want to thank the Chamber. The two Larrys are the driving force for this auto mile, and we owe them an incredible debt of gratitude. Thank you very much.
And last but certainly not least, we have representatives of Oak Brook Toyota and Scion here tonight, and Mr. George Walcott is representing the dealership.
I'm not good at speeches. Sing. Oh, my God. Well, it's good to see a bunch of my old friends in the room here. And some of you are really old. That's what I'm going to start off with here. But when this was presented to us, it was kind of fun, actually, our first meeting, to see all the car dealers in one room, and we're all just kind of looking at each other like, yeah, what's he up to? Yeah, look at him. But it all turned out great. Our meetings are wonderful. Again, Larry Forsberg, Larry McIntyre, great job, guys. Let's give them another hand. And just to reiterate what was said before, we in this community, everything that we do when we sell cars, all those tax dollars go back to our community. It's very important that we utilize our services in town. And now we have Infinity coming into town. Obviously, that's Clarendon Hills, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We still like them.
We can use the tax dollars.
It doesn't matter. We'll make them part of the auto mile too, right? But those tax dollars, again, go to and I think we should stand up and give these guys a hand. These tax dollars go to the greatest police department and fire department in the state of Illinois. Let's give them a hand. So on behalf of Mr. Rohrman and our General Manager, Alex Zayed, thank you for this, and we'll see you at the store.
Dealerships like we have in Westmont make my job as Economic Development Director a lot easier. And whenever I travel in circles with other mayors and managers from DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference and throughout DuPage County, we always get questions about it. And I always have a catchphrase that I use to describe what goes on in Westmont. And I say, we're so grateful to have a world-class auto dealership cluster up on Ogden Avenue that is our economic engine of our community. So that means an awful lot to us. And remember, if you're thinking about buying a car sometime very soon, you're never going to get the opportunity to get a better deal than you are from May 23rd to June 24th. Watch for the tents and the banners to go up. That's going to be the Cruise into Summer Westmont Auto Mile tent sale. So come down and see them and buy that new car, and rest assured that part of the proceeds from that sale will come back to support the services in Westmont and continue to make it the great place that it is to live and work and raise a family. Thank you very much.
Oh, great. Pardon? After. One other thing to note, that during that Cruising into Summer event, if you go to one of the dealers and test drive a car, you can register to win a big screen TV at each dealership. So there's another opportunity for you. Okay, Mr. Mayor, are you ready? Mayor Ron now has a presentation, a special presentation from the Village of Westmont.
Ozzie, when you first started talking, I was a little concerned. You allayed some of my concern by saying you're just making a name change. Going to call it Audi Westmont, is that correct? I thought for sure you were going to complain about all the money that the dealer had to put into installing all the underground stormwater detention vaults on that corner. Because when that was going in, I'm thinking to myself, who in God's name is paying for all of this? But it's done, it's finished, it looks beautiful. And thank you for all that you do, and thank you for all of what all of you dealers do to help us as a village throughout the year. I don't know what we would do without the sales tax revenue that you give the Village of Westmont every year. Thank you very much. And next, I would just like to make another comment about Larry Forsberg. I know his head is beginning to expand.
We're going to have to give him a raise.
Yeah, right. But it's interesting to note that the program has expanded this evening, and the number of awards being given to different groups throughout the community is expanded tremendously, and I think that's just wonderful. We have so many volunteers, so many people, so many groups in the village, all of us working together to make Westmont the village that it is for all of us to live, raise our families, conduct our business, and what a great way to help celebrate that this evening. And also, I'd like to say that it's wonderful to see representative of all our public bodies here tonight. We have the Park District, we have the Village, we have the library, we have District 201. I don't think we've ever had this many people here ever from District 201. and I think we need to give a round of thanks. After all, so much of our tax dollar for us that live in Westmont do go to District 201. So anyhow, it's great to see everyone here and all of you represented from across the entire community. Every once in a while, a person steps forward and commits themselves to public service, and they do so with steadfast devotion, yet quiet reserve. A person can work hard and be successful, yet not receive the credit that they often deserve. So why would this effort not receive its due? I would suggest that it is this way because the person put work before self. But in this particular situation, this person put the community before self. Would you be surprised to hear that this person has served the village of Westmont, District 201, his family here in Westmont for well over 25 years? Would it be intriguing to learn that during that time, this person not only served the village, but he also served our local schools? Would you be impressed to hear that this person has been an active participant and coach for various organizations and athletic programs here in the village for many, many years? And then, on a personal note, this individual has been married for over 25 years and has raised his children here in the village. Maybe all of this is easier to appreciate if you understand that the person grew up in a family that had respect for public service. Maybe if you knew that this person's father was a community leader, a village trustee, and also a mayor, and this would make more sense. Maybe if you knew that this person's moral and ethical integrity and perseverance have helped him stay true to his aim, then this would be easier to understand. And what was his aim? What was the agenda? The answer: to serve the community. Plain and simple, nothing more. As a mayor, I often get an opportunity to do something very, very special. This evening is one of those very special times. To honor this person with the Mayor's Special Recognition Award, I would like to read the following inscription. For his many years of public service and dedication to the community, Westmont is a better place because of you. And I would like to, at this time, present this award to Village Trustee Mark Forsling. Very good, thank you. Do you want to make a few comments? Please.
Well, this is truly a surprise. I would like to thank the mayor, the chamber, my fellow trustees on the board, and all of you. It's truly been a pleasure to serve in this community. And I thank you for that opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and congratulations, Mark. Our next presentation is also another new award. And at this point, I'd like to introduce Larry McIntyre from the Westmont Special Events Corporation to present the new Making Memories Award.
Did Walcott say sing? I know he doesn't mean it. All right. My name is Larry McIntyre, and I work with the Village of Westmont, but I'm also a volunteer for the Westmont Special Events Corporation. I'd like to thank the Chamber and everyone involved with this event for the opportunity to be here tonight to have this presentation as part of the Community Awards program. Westmont Special Events is a not-for-profit corporation, and we were founded in 2004, and it's already been 8 years. It's gone pretty quick. We are made up of 7 board members, 1 part-time staff person. We have another 10 people who serve as our core volunteer group, and they help us throughout the year. But then when it comes to our peak times, which is the summer events, which is Cruising Nights, Taste of Westmont, we have another 300+ volunteers that come out, and it's just an incredible community event. It truly is. And we couldn't do it without everybody's participation, so thank you for that. This upcoming year is actually going to be the 15th anniversary for the Taste of Westmont, and our theme for this year is Dancing in the Streets. And I'd like to have Joe Maffa come up and help me with a little raffle, if that's all right. This sort of a pre-raffle is sort of a surprise kind of a situation. Maybe Joe's ready, I'm not sure. But we're going to have a quick drawing, and whichever ticket we pull here, we'll have 2 free backstage passes to the Taste of Westmont, to our VIP tent, where you get to meet the bands, and also it's free food and beverage catered by Uncle Bub's. So thank you. And do you want to pick it? All right. And so let's see, this is 377874. Do we have a winner here? No?
Must be present to win.
Is it Gunther?
We got a winner.
You know what? Actually, we're going to draw another one because Ron comes backstage anyway, so. That's probably true about half of you, actually. So. All right, we'll try again here. 377628. Is it Gunther again? Is it Dave? All right, well, we'll let you invite more, some of your friends backstage, so, all right. All right, well, thank you. Once again, our theme for Taste of Westmont is Dancing in the Streets this year, and it is our 15th anniversary. And we hope you can all make it. It's always the second weekend of July. And now on to our awards presentation. Last year, the Chamber and Westmont Special Events Corporation initiated a conversation about the possibility of the WSCC sponsoring an award. And we had quite a bit of discussion about what would that award be. And with 300 volunteers in our organization, it would be easy just to give it internally. However, we wanted to broaden our scope a little bit. There's plenty of awesome community events, and a lot of them are a little bit out of our purview, you know, the schools, the PTOs, the churches. And so next year we plan to ask for submissions community-wide for nominations for people who are involved with community events and help put them on and make them a success in our community. But this year, our first year in giving this award, it was unanimously decided upon the recipients, and it was an internal award. And I would just like to read the inscription. Westmont Special Events Corporation presents the Making Memories Award on this day of April 20th, 2011, for their dedication to the success of special events and appreciation for providing opportunities that unite the people of our community. It is my honor to present this award to our friends, Bob and Karen Macker.
Just want to say thank you to everyone. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing, but we love the town of Westmont. We live in the town of Westmont, so that's why we do it all. So thank you very much. And Bob, you want to say anything?
Sure. Well, I'd like to thank the Westmont Special Events Board for having us as the first recipient of this award. I'm not sure if we're truly deserving because there are so many great people that we have in our organization, past and present, that probably are just as deserving. But thank you very much. And this is a labor of love for us, I think. And we appreciate the opportunity of having this, being able to be a part of an organization that brings so much joy to people. 3 days a week, three days out of the year, but still, it actually makes it very fulfilling for us. And the opportunity to be able to work with such great people on the board, as well as befriend most of you in this room. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry, and congratulations, Bob and Karen. All right, keeping our variety of awards rolling here, our next presenter is Glenn Liljeberg from the Rotary Club to present the Paul Harris Award.
Hello, everyone. It's different being up here in front of the camera instead of behind the camera. Rotary is a miracle because it offers glimpses of a better world. Rotary works toward that possible and achievable society that will one day conquer the absence of peace, a society that will provide opportunities and equity for all worldwide. Rotary is the first service club founded by Paul Harris in 1905, right here in Chicago. Today, Rotary has 1.2 million members worldwide with over 34,000 clubs all over the world. It's amazing. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster the four following items. First, the development and acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professionalism, the recognition of worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. We all have the ultimate responsibility for our actions. You are the person to decide if you are going to act ethically. Self-evaluation is such a critical component of ethics. Several years ago, the Rotary Club of Westmont wanted to recognize community members dedicated to service above self, who live their lives dedicated to these principles by presenting an individual as a Paul Harris Fellow. The Rotary Foundation is one of the great humanitarian and educational foundations of the world. Without the foundation, Rotary could not continue its many humanitarian programs and its efforts to promote world understanding and peace. This year, the award recipient has been an example for many by the scope of contributions made on behalf of our community. The high level of personal involvement makes our community a better place in which to work and live. Based on this criteria, the Rotary Club of Westmont recognizes these efforts and has made a contribution to the Rotary Foundation in the name of the award recipient. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Westmont, it is with great pride and respect that we are able to award this honor to Mr. Hank Azzaloni from People's Resource Center right here in Westmont. Hold on, Hank. Hold on. A little bit more thing. I am honored to present to you with this Paul Harris pin.
Thank you.
And certificate.
Thank you.
And would like to thank you for making a difference in our community and the lives of the less fortunate people around us, and for everything that you do to assist this community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Glenn, and congratulations, Hank. She's back. She's back, everybody. I'm so happy. Next, we're going to present the following Chamber Awards: the Community Improvement Awards, Educator of the Year, Public Safety Officer of the Year, Dick Bussey Business of the Year Award, and the President's Award. And to do this, oh man, I'm so happy. I'll ask Debbie Pia to come up and handle this for us.
Well, thank you, Dave. It's so good to be back. Before we begin this portion of the program, I would like to thank all of you for your understanding and support during this past year. It has been a very difficult time for John and I hope that we can, going forth, have time once again for our friends and this village. So thanks to all of you. Now for the presentations. There is a bookstore in downtown Westmont offering gently used books, greeting cards, and novelty gift items, but so much more. Starting with an inviting, easy chair to sit and browse the wonderful collection of books, A Novel Experience offers this area a wonderful use of unique location and space. Jan Archibald's The Novel Experience offers exotic locations, excitement, adventure, and the opportunity to experience through the knowledge of the mind's eye, the knowledge in books. We all remember the little bookshop in our hometowns where we would find that certain book by that favorite author, place where kids would go to start their world of words with their parents, with their friends. How wonderful that we have this little bookshop, A Novel Experience, offering the convenience of downtown Westmont and that magic of books. And what a wonderful experience, a book that can be for relaxation, research, or the beginning of a love affair with words, be it a child, a student, or people of any age. We know the new technology that offers e-readers, a subscription to bring your chosen book to electronic tablet you've read from, but books will always be the start. Will always allow an ownership, a personal touch and feel. Stop in A Novel Experience, start and/or continue your journey of words, of books. It is with sadness that we offer our condolences for Jan Archibald's recent loss of her father, Cliff Archibald. It is with joy we have Jan in A Novel Experience in our village. Please join me in congratulating Jan Archibald, A Novel Experience, for the 2010 Community Improvement Award. She unfortunately is not here this evening, and I understand Sue Seneca will be picking up the award for her. part of Westmont's Auto Mile and a prime example of applying a wonderful presentation of all styles of Audis, Laurel Audi of Westmont is a beautiful showcase in Westmont on Ogden Avenue. Laurel Audi has easy accessibility off Ogden Avenue to a great variety of cars. This lot allows customers room for easy viewing, but it is the exciting showroom that is spacious for numerous new model Audis. Accompanying the showroom floor is ample space for sales offices, customers, and staff. Laurel Audi's facility benefits the wonderful Ogden Avenue Auto family. With class and dependability, the Village of Westmont is very pleased, and people from miles around will be welcome and expertly serviced by Laurel Audi. Please join me in congratulating Ozzie Halim, Laurel Audi of Westmont, for the 2010 Community Improvement Award.
Oh, I'm back again.
Now he's going to complain.
Actually, what we've accomplished was, probably another 4,000 square feet into the showroom and almost an acre of land. So we've been able to stock more vehicles and house more vehicles, and obviously we're seeing some more growth again this year. And these additional revenues are going to do nothing more than support the village. So we're happy to do so, and thank you again for an opportunity to be up here. Thank you.
63rd Street is alive. Drive by Green Meadows Golf Course and Belle Reve Skate Park. The village is buzzing with skateboards, bikes, and golfers. But there is so much more at nearby Westmont Yard. There is instruction, challenges to better mind and body from toddlers to tykes to adults. Some activities at 233 West 63rd Street are active child care with toddler care to pre-kindergarten, playroom facilities with level 5 playstations, accommodations for birthday parties, and we have not begun to mention soccer, football, lacrosse leagues with training camps for all, with concessions for refreshments while watching the events or before and after participation. The facility is state-of-the-art, and to borrow Westmont Yard's phrase, we only do everything. This is Westmont Yard. This is the present and the future of accommodating the growth of children and athletes of all ages. We all wish we had this facility when we were young. Today, the Westmont Yard is thankfully in our village, and they are attracting participants and instructors from all over the country and beyond. Westmont Yard, you did it right. Please join me in congratulating Bill and Karen Gust, Westmont Yard, for the 2010 Community Improvement Award.
I can say something quick, sure. Holy cow, I need to hire you guys for our marketing. You do a much better job describing it than I ever could. I would just like to briefly thank the Economic Development Committee and the board for having the vision to see the benefits of having a sports complex in this community and what it would do to exactly what you guys mentioned, to draw all these people from different communities here. I think a community is much more about just retail centers. You actually have to have other things that attract the people that then go to the retail centers, and I think we've done that. We've had over 200 teams in our leagues. In our soccer leagues, we had lacrosse leagues. We had the Chicago Red Stars sign a contract before they went into hiatus. We had the Chicago Bliss of the Lingerie Football League, which I didn't even know existed, but they practiced there for a while. What's that? Yeah, when is that? Yes, maybe we could put that on the raffle, I guess. And I would also like to thank Fred's group and the Economic Development Department and the Planning and Zoning Commissions of the village for having the expertise and the cooperation to help me through, which what I hope for me is just a once-in-a-lifetime project of actually having to develop one of these things. A lot of fun as it was. Hopefully I won't have to actually get into the nitty-gritty of that again. But thank you very much to everyone. Thank you. All right.
When we need to make final arrangements for a loved one, family, or friends, it's nice to have an appropriate funeral home, one that is comfortable and accommodating for those visiting and those paying their last respects. West Suburban Funeral Home has remodeled for a well-appointed greeting and viewing room that allows an ease for remembrances, conversations, and an understanding of a very difficult time. We appreciate this effort to accommodate the final services in this convenient location on Cass Avenue. We and the families and friends in need of West Suburban Funeral Home appreciate these fine upgrades and the dignity that is reassuring and professional. Please join me in congratulating West Suburban Funeral Home for the 2010 Community Improvement Award. We hear and see investigative reports regarding our educational process, its development, its lack of progress, how we failed our students, how our students failed in comprehensive evaluations and in life, and some of this is true. But in Westmont, there are teachers who have put up roadblocks to failure. There are teachers who have provided hope and considerable excitement. The excitement of a program that interfaces with Westmont's junior high and high school students, interfaces with teachers, parents, and people of this community. This program is the SNOW program. The Snowball, Snowflake, Snow Flurry programs are dedicated to providing the value of support, acceptance, and healthy, drug-free life choices for our students. These programs offer student involvement, leadership, and volunteerism. There is, to coin a phrase, a snowball rolling downhill, gathering our students with its wonderful snow programs, learning experiences. At the bottom of this hill is a village looking up at the top, where Jason Bolden, Julie Johnson, Colleen Klein, and Don Kimmerlin stand, packing their snowballs with their time, effort, and patience. The students involved know these teachers will never give up on them. Jason, Julie, Colleen, and Don stand in the way of failure, and our students take the baton and run with character that will never leave them, will never fail them. Almost one half of the junior high and an ever-increasing number in the high school, over 125 students, will attend the SNOW programs. We tonight want not only to honor these teachers for their already abundant accomplishments, but for what they mean to the future. Our students' future, our village's future, our country's future. If you ask a student in these programs and listen to what they have learned through fun, through education, through character, through Jason, Julie, Colleen, and Don, the report on our educational system will offer a village in Illinois at the top of the hill. In Westmont, in the Westmont School District, there is nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer. These four individuals, this village, these students have a heart of gold. There is a saying, you have not lived today until you have done something for someone who can never repay you. Jason, Julie, Colleen, and Don do not accept repayment, and it is for that reason they receive all the thanks they could ever imagine, a student's gratitude and a village's appreciation. Please join me in presenting the 2010 Educators Award to the SNOW team. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Let's four layers. We can get a picture.
Thank you guys very much. We can all tell you that this program has not only made us better educators, but it's made your kids and the community better kids as well too, better community members. That's our goal. So there are, and I think we will all agree with this, there are so many awesome educators in CUSD 201, so many other educators deserving of this award too. We've seen with our own eyes the dedication, not just that we've put in, but that other teachers are there late at night, leaving 10, 11 o'clock at night. And so I think that they need a round of applause too, because it's not just us, it's all of us working. It really comes down to it. This program doesn't work unless we have volunteers. Parents who have come in from the community. We've had village trustees who have been on our staff before, and every year it continues to grow and grow and grow and grow. And people always say that this program is about students or kids leading drug-free lives. That's part of it, but the real part of this program is it's a leadership program. The kids make the decisions. The kids pick out what they want. They determine things. We're more of just a foundation, and they're the true leaders in this whole thing. And that's an amazing thing. And to see this program grow and to see some of our future leaders, it makes us so proud to hear these kids coming back from college, wanting to participate in this program now, that want to lead small groups for us, that have gone through since they've been little kids. And to be able to see that, it's very rewarding for us. And again, without the help of the Fraternal Order of Police, the Westmont Police Department, volunteers, parents, especially parents sending your kids, believing in our program and what our program stands for is extremely important to us. And again, speaking for all of them, it really is, it's an honor to receive this award. And at the same time, too, we know that there are other teachers in our district who are also working extremely hard for your children and for the town of Westmont. It is an honor and a privilege, and I take a lot of pride, and I know that they do too, to work in Community Unit School District 201. We take a lot of pride in that. We put a lot of pride forward in that, as do all of the teachers here. So again, thank you guys very much for this, and we really can't thank you enough. Someone once said, watch the children and see how they act towards that person, and then you'll know what kind of person they are. It's important for all of our village residents to receive necessary attention, but the children, our children, are so precious. And when someone touches their hearts with kindness, then we know all is well. This is what our village, this is what our children have with their GOMO. Our Westmont Police Department Detective Craig Gomorchak. His involvement, his time, his effort in his primary duty with the Westmont Police Department and with his beloved Snowball Snowflake Team program are a testimony to this officer, this man's love for this village. Daycares and schools all offer Craig their gratitude, as does this community. The children he teaches, he mentors, will look back knowing they can trust, they can learn from others, that there are truly those who care. Greg gives his all, and that is not only appreciated, but will never be forgotten. In 20 years, GOMO's kids will be teachers, police officers, and I bet they will love the village and what it has given to them. What life lessons were taught to them. Watch the children of all ages. In GOMO, they see all that is good. Please join me in congratulating Craig Gomorchak for the 2010 Public Safety Award.
Thank you. First, thanks to the Chamber and the Village of Westmont for the privilege of obviously serving the village for 9 years now.
And then being in this position for 4 years has been so rewarding. One time I got an email from a citizen who we helped out on a specific drug incident, and she told me that from our investigation, today you saved a life. And that was rewarding enough, but this award and what Deb was saying it means a lot to me. Because there's a lot of different people in this room that obviously put time into this position, chief of police, the deputy chiefs at the police department, the school district, the teachers that I work with. They all have the faith and the confidence in me to keep this position going. There's only one position at Westmont for this type of service that I do. It's the juvenile officer / school officer / GOMO, now that everyone knows my nickname. Some of the kids didn't even know what my real last name was. So. But I do appreciate it, and it wouldn't be possible without the love and support from my wife, Nora, and my 3 kids. Because sometimes I count numerous hours at work, totaling up how much time I spend at work, and sometimes I neglect my own family, and it's one of those things that, you know, hopefully it makes me a better father. That's how I look at it. So thank you. This presentation is personal, and everyone in this room would say it's personal. This individual, this business owner, is everything that every town, village, city in this country would not only be proud to have in their community, but protectively proud to know as a friend. It isn't often generosity goes with entrepreneurship. It isn't often success goes with understanding and kindness. It isn't often that being busy can always be interrupted by a genuine show of friendship or a warm, sincere pause to say hello like he wants to, not because he has to. For this person, is not only this village's best ambassador. Movies, TV, radio, newspaper, all can attest to that. But he is someone that gives you a good feeling. He is a reason to smile, to feel your community is in good hands. This person is special. He allows us to not only have to think back to the good old days. Mark Link is all a person has to say or hear, and a smile comes out. Mark's smile is the same as his employees, from his assistants to the student workers that take time to volunteer their time to help Mark with providing meals for those in need during the holidays to support his favorite charities. But all his deeds and all his hard work and time could not be possible without a wonderfully understanding and a very supportive wife, Carrie, and family who support all of Mark's endeavors. His family knew all along what this village has learned. Mark is a great friend with a big heart. Yes, it is personal, and we can be proud as a village to say these words. And by the way, his award-winning ribs and sauce aren't too bad either. Please join me in congratulating Mark Link, Uncle Bub's Barbecue Restaurant, for the 2010 Dick Bussey Award.
Speechless. Well, I am speechless. I was just honored to be nominated. I didn't think I was going to get the award, so I don't have a speech. I'm just as proud to be here like everyone else should be proud. And about 14 years ago, I made the commitment that I wanted to give back to the community and be part of the community. And I'm grateful we can do it. and I want to continue to be able to do it, and I think it's an honor to be part of the community, so I'm very happy. And thank you, Jay, because you're my right-hand man, so this is for you.
Congratulations to all our award winners and nominees. And I meant what I said, Debbie. I'm really happy you're back. She writes all of those presentations, just so you all know. She's a pro. All right. Next up is Lorraine Devricks is going to come back up to do the President's Award for last year.
Before I start the President's Award, I'd like everybody to wish a very great person that lives in Naperville, but she has been the past president of the Westmont Chamber, and she is in Westmont more than she's in Naperville. Why she bought a condo in Naperville, no one knows, but I guess she likes to pay for gasoline. But she has a special day tomorrow. It'll be her birthday. So I'd like everybody to give her a hand and wish her a happy birthday. Lenny Bowen. As the immediate past president of the Westmont Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, I have the opportunity to select the recipient of the annual President's Award. The President's Award is presented to an individual that has provided outstanding service to the Chamber and to the Village of Westmont through their involvements in the Chamber. I do not take this responsibility lightly. In the undertaking, this process, I confer with Chamber board members, committee members, and staff to make sure all possible candidates was considered. Let me just say, this is a challenging task that makes me proud to see how many people we have working on Chamber activities that promote both our business community and Westmont. To everyone that shares their knowledge and skills in support of the Westmont business community, and to all of you, I say thank you for everything you do to help. That now leaves me with one more person to thank. Our 2010 Westmont Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau's President Award recipient. This person has gone above and beyond in support of the Westmont Chamber and the Westmont business community. The President Award recipient has accomplished many things to help the Westmont business community through support of Chamber programs, services, and events, including but not limited to provides expert consultant support and development, support of the audio, advertising programs on cable TV, and downtown sound system. This new system allows the Westmont business community to better promote their products and service. Provided time, equipment, and skill to record, edit, and broadcast the Westmont Community Award Dinner, the annual State of the School District address, as well as sharing equipment and expertise to record, edit, and broadcast the annual State of the Village address. All three of these presentations are highly valued and serve as an excellent community information resource. This person donates their time, equipment to record, edit, and broadcast interviews of business participating in the Taste of Westmont. This makes for a great way to build awareness of both the Taste of Westmont and the food vendors that serve our community on a daily basis. Help with and launch of the new Westmont Auto Mile through consulting support and development on the new WHAM website. I strongly encourage everyone to visit this website at the Westmont automile.com. Provides general technology, advice, and support to help keep chamber infrastructure functioning properly. Supportive chamber events with the donation of time, knowledge, equipment, and proactive participations on many levels. These are just a few of the examples of the positive impact that this person has on the Westmont Chamber and our business community. On behalf of the Westmont Chamber, we are pleased to recognize Mr. Glenn Liljeberg.
Well, just a couple things. I could not do that without the help of everyone in this room. I mean, everyone in this room is a part of the family, part of Westmont, a volunteer, heavily involved in this community, and it makes it easy to help as many people as we can between each other in this community. So that in itself makes this easy to do. My wife and daughter, I want to thank them for the numerous times they let me work in the evenings and on the weekends on these events. It means a lot. And I also want to thank Ron Searle, truly someone who I've worked with for almost 2 decades now. And without allowing us to think out of the box, work with these different taxing bodies, working with the business community, it just gives us so much more flexibility to help everyone and work together in this community. So thank you very much. And we live in a wonderful, wonderful town, and it's just proud to be here. So thanks.
Thanks, Lorraine, and congratulations, Glenn. Now, Mr. Mayor, it's time for you to come up and do the Citizen of the Year Award. I wonder who it is.
Once again, another very, very important part of our total program this evening. It gives me great pleasure to be able to once again present this award to an outstanding individual here in the village of Westmont. Each year, Westmont honors all of our great volunteers from throughout the community by hosting the Westmont Citizen of the Year Award. We want to thank the Chamber Committee of Ron Searle, Frank Brady, Jan Bursick, Ali Pacello, and Larry Forsberg for coordinating this effort, which includes promoting awareness of the award, receiving the nominations, and ultimately making the finalist selection. It is a shame that there's only one winner selected, as Westmont, as we have heard all evening long, has so many hundreds of volunteers who serve our community throughout the year. So I personally want to thank all of the nominees and let you know that the Village of Westmont deeply appreciates all of your service. This year we have 4 nominees for the 2010 Westmont Citizen of the Year Award. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about each one of the candidates and to do so in alphabetical order. And one point that I might forget later on that I would like to make right now, you'll notice that when Glenn Liljeburg came up here for his award, who jumped up to take over the camera for him at the back of the room? None other than his wife, Sue. We couldn't make it without our partners. And I've been meaning to say this, and I want to say it before I forget to say it and get involved in this presentation, but I wanted to thank my wife, Jill, for the support that she's given me for many, many years, as long as I've been involved, as long as we've been involved in public service here in the village of Westmont. So many of us Jill doesn't like to get up and give public presentations. She'd much rather listen on the sidelines. But thank you, dear, for all the support that you've given me throughout the years. Our first nominee is Lorraine Devereux. Lorraine has lived in Westmont for over 33 years, raising her family and working in the community. During this time, she has made quite an impact. Lorraine has been actively involved in the Westmont Chamber of Commerce and Tourism for many years as a board member and board of directors since 2006, president 2009, 2010, and most recently as past president. In her role as Westmont Chamber member, she has volunteered in excess of 1,000 hours, acting as an advocate for community events, business activities, and economic growth in the village. In addition to her Westmont Chamber role, Lorraine has worked with virtually every organization in the community and countless businesses. These interactions include working with the Lions Club, the Jaycees Knights of Columbus, Westmont Special Events Corporation, the Westmont Library, the Park District, and the school districts in Westmont. And part of a never-ending effort to raise donations for scholarships to benefit our local students. Further, Lorraine was a leader in helping to form the Westmont Auto Mile, which you heard about earlier, and has been such a help to our community. In terms of her exceptional qualifications, Lorraine has such a positive disposition and the drive and motivation to make Westmont the very best that it can be. Even at a point in time when she had taken a break to tend to other aspects of her life, Lorraine never slowed in her commitment to unite the community. Lorraine Devereux is a true asset to the village of Westmont. Quoting from the nomination form, Lorraine strives to keep a positive outlook and approach to her work in the community. She should also be considered for the Best Smile in Westmont award. Our second nominee is Greg Pill. Greg has lived in Westmont for 17 years and has maintained a very active pace of community involvement during that time. The number of hours volunteered in 2010 are difficult to track due to the many levels of community involvement on his part. To name the key areas of involvement, Greg serves on the committee for the annual Race to the Flag on Memorial Day weekend, which has grown to a successful event which supports St. Jude and is designed to keep the memory of our veterans strong. Greg also volunteers at the Taste of Westmont. You can see him making those world-famous lemon shake-ups sold by the Westmont Chamber. Speaking of the Chamber, Greg also serves as Vice President of the Westmont Chamber. Further, Greg is a member of the Westmont Economic Development Committee and the Planning and Zoning Commission, which reviews a wide range of proposed projects being considered for the benefit here in the village. In addition to the high level of family involvement and running a very successful business. Greg volunteers to mentor cancer patients and is a Road Food member, for which he writes food reviews. I don't know exactly what name to give you for what you do. And traveling around the country, sampling food, different foods of all kinds, and then writing reviews. But there are a lot of us in this room that are very envious of that job. Past activities that Greg is or has been involved in include the Oakwood Homeowners Association, Westmont Wildcats coach, Boy Scout Merit Badge counselor, and co-founder of the Beanie Baby 5K run. In the nomination, the exceptional qualifications identified included the multiple levels of involvement listed above. It was also noted that in the nomination form that Greg is a person who consistently goes above and beyond in community participation and volunteering. Greg is described as a man that is successful in business here in the village, has a wonderful family, serves his village, volunteers for a wide range of activities that help make Westmont successful. In closing, the nomination points out that Westmont is a better place because of people like Greg. And we can all agree on that. Our third nominee is Ms. Vivian Sharkey. Vivian has lived in Westmont for 14 years. During 2010, Vivian has volunteered over 350 hours with organizations that work to support Westmont and enhance the quality of life here in the village. Key activities in which Vivian has volunteered include serving as the treasurer of the Westmont Citizens Police Academy, the Alumni Association, Westmont Junior Citizens Police Academy, Citizens Emergency Response Training, Westmont Cruiser Nights, Safety Saturday, Volunteers in Police Service, the Illinois Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics, Cop on Top program, the Plane Pull, fundraiser, bingo at the Westmont Nursing and Rehab Center, and last but not least, the Child Advocate Association. In addition to the above activities, Vivian is a graduate of the Westmont Citizens Police Academy and can be seen volunteering at the Taste of Westmont, the Police Department open house, and any community event that needs some help to keep attendees safe and sound. To attest to these multiple levels of involvement, letters of recommendation were received from 5 individuals who all know Vivian well and clearly understand her exceptional level of support and dedication to the success of all the programs that she's involved in the village. Vivian is described as an amazing neighbor for helping those who need help. With her strong family ties and support, she also helps to raise funds to battle breast cancer. As quoted in the nomination, Vivian is an independent woman on whom you can always depend. Our fourth nominee is Linda Sabatka. Linda has lived in Westmont for 25 years and has been very active during every one of those years. Linda is a member of the Westmont EMA and helps with traffic control and community safety at various events throughout the year. Linda is equally active as a member of the Westmont Police and Fire Academy alumni organizations and regularly attends meetings as well as assists at their open houses and special events. She is on the board of directors for Westmont Special Events and serves as the chair for the Carnival Committee, which is responsible for bringing in a great deal of revenue into the WSCC so that the Taste of Westmont Festival can continue to be self-sufficient as it has been for the past several years. Linda is also very active in her church. She participates with the Ladies Auxiliary of the Knights of Columbus during various fundraisers throughout the year, including their fish prize. She is president and treasurer of the Council of Catholic Women at Holy Trinity Church and runs their bake sale. Linda also works to give help to the needy and underprivileged, including involvement with the St. Vincent de Paul Society, the PADS program, and local clothes and food drives. And on a weekly basis, she serves as Eucharist minister at Holy Trinity Church, as well as volunteers at the People's Resource Center. Linda is also involved in the Westmont Lions Club, helps with holidays, and volunteered to help with the fall harvest. As we look at this investment in the community, we estimate that it would require many people to achieve all the work done by one individual, Linda Sabatka, throughout the year. Obviously, Linda gives freely of herself as she puts her heart and soul into everything she does. And the Westmont community is the beneficiary. It was noted in the nomination that Linda possesses the volunteerism spirit and qualities that the Westmont Citizen of the Year is all about. She has given her whole heart to the village of Westmont. Further, Linda is always genuine, reliable, honest, and a heartfelt friend to all whom she comes in contact with. And now, there's a special envelope here that I am to open to discover who the winner, the Citizen of the Year in the Village of Westmont is for the current year. And the 2000 Westmont Citizen of the Year is Ms. Linda Sabatka. Really? She was upset that somebody made her? She was upset that Larry made her come. Oh. The president just told me that Linda was upset because Larry McIntyre insisted that she come to this program this evening. May I read this award this year? Village of Westmont 15th Annual Citizen of the Year Award. The village is pleased to announce the selection of Linda Sabatka as recipient of the village's 2010 Citizen of the Year for her outstanding service to the community and its residents. Congratulations, Linda.
Academy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you all. I love you. Thank you, the Academy. I love you all. Thank you.
That was a Sally Field.
Thank you, Mayor Ron, and congratulations, Linda, and also Greg, Vivian, and Lorraine. All right, to close out our awards dinner tonight, I'd like to ask Mr. Joe Maffa, the chairman of the Education Awards Committee, to come up and close out the event. I think you have a raffle or something to do, too.
First of all, I want to say it's evenings like this that makes one proud to be a member of the Chamber and to be a resident of the Village of Westmont. This is truly a special evening. First, I'd like to thank Debbie Pia for the fantastic job that she did in presenting the Chamber Awards this evening. It was good having you back doing what you do so well. I also want to thank the Rotary Club of Westmont for presenting the Paul Harris Award and the Westmont Special Events Corporation for the presentation of the new Making Memories Award. A special thank you to the Westmont Alderman members for the great community support that you have offered to Westmont and the events we have throughout the year. Special thanks to the Westmont Chamber Education and Awards Committee for their work on this awards program, the Village of Westmont for recognizing This Is in the Year, and to everyone that took the time and effort to nominate individuals for all the great contributions that they make for the betterment of Westmont. I also want to thank our host this evening, the Oak Brook Hills Marriott Resort. We appreciate all of your help and support for this very special program. And finally, congratulations to all of our winners and nominees. All of you make a very positive difference in Westmont and are one of the reasons that Westmont is such a special village in which to live and work. Congratulations and thank you.